So I decided to declare on camera that I'm going to move to Japan in 2025. And I just wanted to talk about the different things I'm going to be doing to prepare for that. So I got to go to the gym and then run a couple errands. So I'll talk to you guys about that in a little bit. Can you guess how I'm getting this camera angle? All right. So this whole going to Japan thing is not out of left field. I actually lived there in 2015 to 2017. It was one of the best times of my life, and I really want to go back and live there permanently. So it's been years since I've been in Japan. It's totally different now. The language has fallen off for me pretty hard because I just don't use the language and I haven't really been studying. So I just want to talk about my plan leading up to leaving the States, all the different things that I need to do to prepare myself to make a big move like that. And maybe you guys can apply this to your lives too, because maybe there's some place that you really want to move to, but you feel like something's stopping you. And, maybe there is. And maybe you rationalize it to be this huge thing that could stop you from moving across the world or getting that big job or starting some new hobby that you want to do. And I just get tired of holding myself back with things like that, limiting beliefs. Because even if it may not be within your grasp right now, it doesn't mean that you can't work on it, right? Or work towards it. So I want to work towards that shit, among other things, but that's a goal that I want to hit, and I don't want to sell myself short by not giving myself that opportunity to do it. Alright, time to hit up this gym. Oh shit. All right. As I was saying, I'm trying to get the fuck out of this country. So I lived in Japan for 2 years, UK for 4, and then I came back to America, and I've been back for 3 years now. And I always feel like there's something missing. I feel like I'm missing out on stuff. I'm overall just not as happy as I was living overseas. So the first step that I want to make to seeking out that happiness is just going where I want to go. And right now that place is Japan. It could change in the future, but I want to at least solidify some kind of plan to move to a place for a little bit. And Japan just seems like the perfect place. So what am I doing to actually get myself prepared for that? Lucky for the both of us, I actually do have a plan. So first plan of action is actually going there for vacation to see if it is something that I still desire. I've had the desire for years since I left, and I want to see if it's still legit. So I'm going to go there with one of my friends. We're going at September, and we're going to be there for a month, and we're going to just see how it goes. I know I'm going to have a good time, but I just want to actually put myself there and to make sure the spark is still there, you know? And with that, I'll also go house hunting just to see what the places look like, see what the process is like. All these things I want to do before I even consider going there permanently. Because I don't necessarily believe in jumping in head first with things that you don't really have to. Second thing is actually learning the language. Pretty important. Might be more important than anything else that I'm talking about in this video. So I already have a basis on the language. It's not super advanced, but because I do have a basis where I actually can read and write somewhat well, that makes it just that much easier for me to study on a daily basis. So that basically consists of me immersing and doing flashcards. And by immersion, I mean listening to Japanese podcasts, watching anime without subtitles, YouTube videos without subtitles, or Japanese subtitles, so on and so forth. And for the flashcards, I use an app called Migaku and another app called Anki. And they're super powerful for language learning, and that's just what I've been using for the most part, and it accelerates my learning process. The last thing is obviously building up the funds to afford to go over there, which we're doing pretty good so far, but I'm pretty sure there's a certain amount of money that you need to have to move over there if it's not on a work visa. I plan to go over there on a tourist visa initially because I do have other things that I can do online. So I need to make sure that I'm self-sufficient and I can live the way that I want to. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. And I'll continue to update you guys as that date comes closer and closer.